Hey there, mateys. This is Scurry Scouts, the Pirates of the Caribbean film series here. Well, actually, today is Monday, April 3rd, 2017. We're leaving from Gardena, California to the Long Beach to the airport. We're heading back to the Oakland first to Seattle one last time at 7:45 p.m. So my mom seems so excited about Honolulu, Hawaii, following around from 2 hours ago. The Disney California Adventure was very awesome today. Was it have been every 20 minutes, every 10 minutes ago? California screaming. It looks things like coasters. It seems to me it looks messed up. But anybody was having fun. So what were they thinking about? Supposed to mean something. So, so Bella Frankie was mentioned that on Captain Kidd's buffet. Me and Dad, brother and sister, we went there for the 6 years. One of the things about 6 years last. Captain Kidd's buffet 2 times. Each of us decides, like the Proceeders of On Stranger Tides, At World's End, Dead Man's Chest, and The Curse of the Black Pearl, Black Sails, Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters, Peace Dragon, The Jungle Book, Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, Maleficent, The Oz and the Great Powerful, John Carter, Battleship, The Adventure of Tin, Secret of a Unicorn, The Pirates of the Misfits, The Hobbit Trilogy from a director of Peter Jackson of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And those are from first movie of Percy Jackson in the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. And It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. True Detective, first and second season. Workaholics, Michael Day Needs Wedding Dates, Central Intelligence, Moana of Disney movies, and Bunked, Liv and Maddie, Girl Meets Worlds, The Sweet Life on Deck, Austin and Ally, and Casey Undercover. The most producer offices secretarially sent it to the Sea World, Universal Studios, Disneyland, Disney World, Florida. Mostly one sec. Getting go in the shower. He whispered a lot. I was gonna lay in there. Get the cool. Get some time. Well, my last breakfast from last working out for running, that was about 76 minutes and 10 seconds and 740 calories and 6.2 miles per hour. And then 0 inclines. Those are the good postures. Losing the weights, losing the pounds, lifting weights, leg raise, doing the upper abs. Kind of love it being different ones. So Frankie was not taking the shower yet, or he's been shower already. After I ate for breakfast for some eggs. We didn't have any hash browns in downstairs in the second floor in the cafeteria, and the breakfast hours are the hours and 3. Man, kind of love for the leftovers, guys. So if you wanted to watch on Tony Tornado's live day at Instagram, and Millie says that I've been watching on YouTube a day. So Tony and Millie, we broke up from yesterday on these videos. And she generally leaving for his house, from his house to going back her home. sometimes, and Millie wants to be her best friend's Tony, and we mentioned Samantha, her brother Tony. Who know that's about really realistics on this mistakes, but honestly, when I think about he did like about his life, what purposes he sent it to over there in about 19,500 a day, 500 or more to go. Total almost about 20,000. It should be supposed to be something about 10 more days. Also, we have my dad's mentioned that formerly he just joined on YouTube channels. He was saying everything. Renee and Michelle, those are my two aunts, and those who would stay with the two dogs. Jack, Dory, be friend of Lucky. Also, we do everything we have for the beautiful things of dogs. And Jack little generally hearing for Barky while his videos. I was doing it online for the goofy coasters, and my dad's looking for his phones, tried to bark and say, "Arr, arr, arr, arr." He yelping, barking, and scariest, and freaking out at all times. Want the same difference? So all the things to know, and about considerations about very nose there for season 911. Season Million was working with the dogs, same with the neighbors, and she would think about season 911 every Fridays on episodes about 9 p.m. on Nat Geo Wild. So I've been watching Nat Geo Wild about my serious problems. 2 episodes mentioned of the fourth season of the Black Sails. The final season, Woody Rogers confronts by Jack Rackham. He thinking about he stays behind, and Max and Aunt Bonnie was in the town to hunt for James Flint's crew, while they're hunting and the treasure. And this is the Skull Island. It wasn't that badass. It was a say idea. Then thinks about the pirates against the soldiers. That was the blood dripping on the ground. But think about the skirmishes and ambushing around the forest, all of these jungles and bushes, and thinks about around the wild. While I've been working on the director and actor, and most of the series of the fifth coming out, those about the reason it could be once in the wild, once in the childness, and those of you, every most 10,000 of them, so every most humanity to be gathered of 15,000 people and around the Black Sails, be actor for the cast, and Charles Flint, James Flint, and Bones, and John Silver, quartermaster, and Hannah as Elena Guthrie was slushed with a sword by Spanish soldiers. One the last time he burned out for the fire thing. Her husband Rogers was gone right now. His life for her from is gone. The funeral was sent to the gods. He always thinks about the safety every most humans, and thinks about every one of their size. I'm gonna have to explain something about Bella's things. Who mentioned that my friend Emma was to live in the South Hill Mall to Washington State University for the sophomore years. Go Cougars. So look at this. So I looked for the Emma's pictures. Was it the same thing? What is about the best friends and the friend of the boy? And she went to for the last year. It could be the hibernate. It could be the ice skating around like a soccer thing, like a hockey game. I think it's about it better then. I feel like think about it for one thing. So I know about problems. I have an understanding of saying. I know we're thinking about it. She thinks I love her. She is my best friend. She is my friend. Maybe the true lovers. Also, we each other. And Bella formerly was unfriend of Emma was that likely was to be different, and she says she makes me a difference. She makes me a difference too. But every once after a while and thinks about it again. Don't be such a kind about the difference. Oh, let me think. Bella Franken was thinking about the keep it quiet. A lot of people are sleeping in the hotel. He tries to whisper. He tried to listen to the music, headphones and earphones. They can't talk while they listen to the music. If it take off the headphones and earphones off, just talk to your friend, for the saviors, and your friend Chloe. And I take my earphones off so I can talk. So no talking while hearing my music. I just wanted to make sure to need to be to stop talking with the earphones and headphones. Understood? Feel better. I feel some of the air about for the last 5 hours ago. I just slept in about 6:05. I came and woke up and going to brush brush my teeth and wash my face to dress up. So I walk in from the third to second floor to the last gym. So I've been on one of the last stretches out from my legs and ankles, and also my backs and my arms and my toes. And those swing. I just have a swing around about 10 times to the forward, and reverse has to the 10 times too. So I did to listen to the Man of Steel 2013 for battle, and all of the commercials. That was it in about I was running about 6.2 speed for running. That was a 6 minutes and 10 seconds. That is the one about 750 calories for one per day. And that's the only thing about for me, because I burn a lot of my fat. I burn a lot of calories for fat. I just went to drinks lots of water. They needed to know about people there to stay hydrated. 65,000 runners around the world and country, and also with lifetimes. And thank you for thinking about for runners things. We just wanted to know about the lifetimes about. Also, we made a note about listening to my commercials. So I sent to the hearing about the Fate and the Furious and long commercials and speech and reviews and announcements. Also, we made a note, and so he sees that.
I wasn't really sure what you wanted to do about your closer, if you were changing it around.
Yeah, I'm good. Pirate stuff.
Oh yeah. Yep. I gotta sure take it. I'm gonna take home.
You don't want to forget that, man.
Yep. He thinks he better to get that.
Are you wearing these today, Bill? Are you wearing these today? No?
Yes.
Oh, you are.
Everything's packed except your stuff and
Hold on just a moment.
Bella's.
I fear everything. We fear everything packed up for those. Those would be a question. So finish up. So it's leftovers. So kind of been thinking about so really interesting about really lifetimes about the gym and inside of every 24 hours. It might be things, but things.
Windbreaker, right?
Yeah, he didn't want to wear it.
But he thinks.
There's no more room in bars, so I just threw it in there.
Put it in that. Can you put it in the very front pocket there?
Alright.
A little bit.
Wait, which one? Oh.
Okay, don't forget to 2 shampoos and shaving cream. It's all good. This is all good. So I know the big difference. I know we know this one. They're doing it 6-minute run to 10 seconds for running, and lifting the weights, and doing the biceps, and upper abs doing leg weights, and bench press doing the weight stuffs, and pec pectorals doing the pecs, and doing the dips, just like that, doing the dips and push-ups and sit-ups. And also we did what we could about remembering the things about it healthier. Same thing about any about the time, about the most a pyramid, a most a day, 7, the week, a month, a year, pyramidations. It's a sense about the different. For one, the things that about a musical for recognizing about wanted to listen to for the aerobics, things about for intermediate and advanced. Ones they have for the burning fat for 720 calories. About the difference. So once the things about again. So also we did have for those things. So we feel free about once we good did. So I know about the very most civilization about my ones. So I did for those, where I did the ones. Same again. Those things about the most different. She is the one to listen to the music. She wasn't quite enough to take that as to say no. And she literally say what? She says what? She says yes. She starts a little bit narcissism. He's gonna ignore her for once at her. He's not listening to. And my dad saying confronted for Bella. He literally just very most mad at them, walking away very faster. She gets involved all the time, at all times, all the time. So no more to be the different for once again. No more for Trump. No more for Republican. Just only the Democratical. Clinton. Honor and society. So thank you very much for coming in the Gardena Suites on the night date of night. So from March 28th, the March 25th through April 7th, April 3rd, 2013. No, that was about 2017. So he don't forget about his shaving creams. She doesn't forget about 2 shampoos. She thinks of probably something like girls only. Pantene's has about commercials.com. I think mentioned by Selena Gomez on her television show follows about for the last 2 months. So I was to know about her thinking and reactions. So my refrigerator is gonna be empty yet. Oh man, don't forget the waters. If it costs to get a
No, I put in my.
cold and ice, maybe the old for
I
CCM.
put it all in one of the Disneyland bags. I thought you had showered.
No, just the little green body wash is cool, man. Actually, they got shampoo and stuff in there, man. Hold up.
Here.
Sorry. Probably think about how to sink to it blue luggage. Don't tell anybody the secret. That's a bad idea. It's good to the same to put in a bag as it once. Well, she is the one who could break the spell. That was Beauty and the Beast. The movie was about 26 years ago, and she thinks about a whole lot think, and the fact. So we did have about 30 minutes ago, when the thinks about the true love as the one rose as it remains, as the name erased. I have a kiss and go.
Who's this?
And those is Frankie's.
Okay.
And those are ear picks should be borrowings for dad and mom. Frankie probably needed a one time to share. And there's the 2 water bottles into refrigerators. And that's the 1, 2 coins. 11 cent. 11 cent. 11 cent. Hee. We got a different ones, everybody. So Majorca Nerds, K behind the camera, Brady West, and Parker Sipple, Marky Lucasen, Manicorn, Buzz Simpkins, Crocodile Buzz, Jayla Riley, and Big Buddha Jeffrey. So if you watch it on my if you watch it on my channels, there's a California vacation vlogs doing there's on my channel thing. Those are the playlist. That's the one about the most jobs. Also we did interesting about make up for the 1,000 and 10 of 10,000 and hundreds of thousands views every day a news video every day. Once the things about it very most crazy, Joe start to say, "You will not laugh, you will not cry." Full Metal Jacket says about 1987. That was about 30 years ago. And R. Lee Ernie plays drill instructor as sergeant. Do you understand? Sir, yes, sir. Do you understand? Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Alright. They're all getting packed up. Alright, mateys. Don't forget to subscribe to my content today. So follow on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, find situation like Gaming Charles, Juggy Store, Elma, New Jersey State, Cocker Story, Tom Island, Hangouts on the Play Stores. And follow links description there on Majorga Nuggets, Big Butter, George Star Burger, Kid Behind the Camera, Bridget West, Kid Behind the Bridget West, The Yankee Grandpa Shows, Grandpa's Quarter, Psycho Dad, Larry Slouch, Joe Bump, Psycho Aunts, Psycho Uncles, Psycho Mom, and Melissa, Manicorn, Juliet Riley, Crocodile Buzz, Parkers for Light, Mark Lucasons, and Roman Atwood Vlogs and Wings, and Brittany Smith, and Daradiso Dilly, Cuba Guy, The Cuba Guy Life, Horrible Gamer, and a girl for Fossilita, Space Jam Goddess, Life of Mokulu Boog, Nest Boog, The Boog Show. Most things you do, most things you wanted to things to do. If you had it about really most enjoy it, what he thinks about a loss of the subscribe today. So follow on Fire List, Team Creed, Bow Squad, Reagan Dad. Kind of most things. Kind of on the long things about videos on YouTube 24's actors and director friends today.
What?
You're gonna be going downstairs for a little bit.
For what?
You're gonna move the car into the carport.
Okay.
And then go through it, every water bottle, anything that's trash in there, throw it out.
Okay.
I think I got my brown hat still in it, but that's about it.
So, Saxophone, John Best, Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Frankie Chopra, Kelly Wabach, Elvis Hadua, Alison Daddario, Matthew Catherine, and Catherine McNamara, Dominic Sherwood, and Jackson Doherty, Xiaomi TV, Homa TV, and sorry, LA Guys, Ben Phillips, and Nana Gallos, and Prince vs. Prank, BF vs. GF, and Summon Mankind, Boogie 2988. Those are the big guy on YouTube. Don't forget Tony Tornado Vlogs, and the Man of Gene Show. And a lot of those about my video stuff about lots of subscribe, lots of content today. Say Pirates of the Caribbean, how you doing? He went to the Las Vegas with Millie. So every time to see the battle, I want to see the difference. So they're packing up. So every time, so much of the difference. So sometimes it needs you to see you guys. So I love you guys. So free to death. Don't forget. Keep it rich, mateys. I will see you tomorrow and home. Have a great day.